so our last session was pretty much all combat. After surviving your ambush and setting up your own, you took a quick 10-minute break with the help of Sargon's catnap spell and got a short rest in before moving on to the Temple of Vox. When they got there, all they had, you pretty much all had to do a lovely wisdom save from the aura of fear it was giving off. Half of them saved, but the rest had to run away until they got their courage back, which did take a while. There was also a loud voice echoing all around you, coming from the temple, telling you to bow down to your new gods of this world. John told them to ignore it, as he said it's been saying that every hour on the hour for days, and it's just there to scare people. Clark then took to the sky and flew in through the temple's bell tower and crept down the stairs to scout. Kargath slowly went up towards the entrance with Clark, using the message spell to whisper what he saw. He didn't see much because he was too small to see over most things. So the party all went inside and readied for action. The temple had been changed over the last few days also. All of the icons of Vox were now changed to that image of those large demonic antlers that you keep seeing around. And the place smelled of sulfur and brimstone, and all the stained glass windows were glowing red. They saw 6 cultists sitting in chairs at the altar, staring at the group as they got closer, and what seemed to be another sort of doll sitting near them. The doll seemed to be some sort of marionette, with strings coming out of its fingers. It was also then that an invisible demon attacked them, and a 2-hour battle ensued. Well, I think it was maybe 5 rounds of combat, but it took 2 hours. You managed to save the cultists, kill the demon, kill the dolls, and no one died. You also got to meet a very large demon queen that is trying to get to your planet so that her brood can feed. Which is pretty much where we ended, and we'll pick up now.
Such a long intro.
That was a short intro for once.
It was a paragraph.
Yep. But hey. Alright, so after the fight is over, you will notice that John's kind of pacing around, just going back and forth between everybody, making sure everyone is doing good. He's going to look at you all and go, well, I feel that this was indeed just a test, though, from what that thing just said. I really think we need to look around everywhere here before we give the all clear. I kind of want to check everything. Sargon, I want you to deal with the bodies outside. Deal with these bodies. Find where those temple guards went. They're still not here. Got to find out where the hell they are. Zatanna, I think you should also go and help get that portal back to their house. I have a feeling you guys probably don't want to have anyone see that, correct? I'm assuming?
Correct.
Right. So you do that. Sargon, you can help do that too. The rest of you, I want to check this place head to toe. Once this place is clear, I need to have a talk with Siri to, if she's in a listening mood, and go over what the hell we just saw, see if she can find anything in that book. She's only really given me basic info, and she has locked up pretty tight. She's not really telling me anything. But we do have a description of what I need to look for in that book. So hey.
Isn't Siri always in a listening mood, even if you don't want her to be?
You would think so, yes. But she does have her issues. And I'm her number one issue. So, you will notice that Zatanna and Sargon just give you all a little bit of lovely nod. And they both head out. Looks like Zatanna's got one spell left. She's like levitating a few of these bodies out of the way. I believe you have cured them all. I think you did protection of good and evil on all of them, so they are in their own minds at least finally. But they are all still pretty much battered and bruised, and looks like they're going to sleep for a bit. So, what do you guys want to do?
How tall is this room?
You're like 50-foot ceilings, I believe I said before. It's like one big cathedral.
Okay.
Yep.
So what Clark wants to do, he's going to fly up to the highest point, so he can get a no pun intended, a bird's eye view of what's around, to see if he can see, make it a quicker search.
Okay. Of the temple itself, by all means, give me an investigation roll, please. Also, before Sargon leaves, he's going to ask if anyone needs another.
That 20 for a 22.
Doing good. As you're going up, Sargon, before he leaves, is going to ask if anyone needs a quick 10-minute power nap. He's got one cat nap spell slot left. So if anyone wants to have a 10-minute nap and roll some hit dice, by all means, he can do 3 of you.
I could benefit from that.
Okay.
No, Clark is good.
I can't. There's nothing I need. I need 3 HP, which is nothing. I just need all my spells, which is a long rest.
Yeah, you're a long rest. Okay. I would assume Alric will probably
Oh,
take the 10.
definitely.
Okay. So you and Annie can take 10. Did your panther take any damage? I think Kargath came to the rescue most of the time.
I think he might have, but it's written down in my house, and I am not there.
Okay.
So I can double check that.
We'll have him.
Zatanna actually needs healing.
Oh,
She's currently on
Zatanna
3.
Okay.
Yeah, she's currently on 3 hit points.
Oh, okay. Then she's gonna have a quick nap with you two before she goes. That'll work. You shouldn't need her character sheet, but I will do a short rest on her for you. Right, so I will move everybody aside here. Your nat 20 is going to tell you that everything here in your general vicinity looks fine. You're not seeing anything major. You don't hear anything. All looks fairly back to normal. You will see that there's no more... There's still some buildings on fire, but it's not as bad as it looked before. It seemed maybe some of the other things that you've seen outside might have been illusions also. But from your top view in the current area, looks fine. But you do notice that there are stairs to a basement that you haven't checked yet.
Which I will wait the 10 minutes before I go walking into a trap.
Who says it's a trap?
Who says it's not?
Alright, so after you guys wake back up, you can take your short rest. You'll see that Sargon's already got most of the bodies. Kargath would have helped him put the bodies back outside with the rest.
I'm more than happy to help around. Oh, yeah. Well, I found the door.
Yeah. Until Dave gets here, I'm going to send him to help take the portal back to the house. So yeah, if Annie and Alric, you want to roll your lovely hit dice, you can. And you get your spell slot back as Warlock.
Oh, yay, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I rolled. I got mine. I don't think they're showing up because it's just on D&D Beyond currently.
I can open that up. Perfect. All right.
That doesn't do anything for my charges on the Bell branch, right? That has to be
That's a long rest, yes.
for a long rest. Okay, that's what I thought.
Yep. Yeah, pretty much all you get is your hit points back and your spell slots.
Perfect.
Yep.
And can I be walking around investigating the room for any items that might help us out?
Absolutely. Give me another investigation.
And while that is going on, Clark is going to head over to the door leading to the basement.
Okay.
And
yep.
I was just going to say he's going to take a quick peek. He's going to first check the door for traps.
Okay. The door, you would notice, is wide open. Annie, you got a 23.
I did.
Okay.
Oh, good, it worked. Okay.
Yeah, I can... I just opened up your character sheet and I'm looking at the roll.
Ah, thank you.
Easiest way. Your 23 is basically none of the cultists that you fought and took out, they didn't really have anything on them. The doll itself that you killed doesn't have anything. It's just now an inanimate object. The demons have obviously evaporated like before. And there's nothing really of value or anything magical that you currently see.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
And no other, like, hidden doorways or trapdoors or anything other than that one where Clark is?
Not up here, no.
Okay.
Yep. Clark, I will move you on to the next map. Well, are you just going to open the door and take a look, or are you going to explore?
Well, I want to see if I can see anything from the top of the stairs before heading down.
You don't see or hear anything.
Okay, then he will start.
Okay.
He will let everybody know where he's going first,
Okay.
and then head down.
Okay. It's literally just like a spiral staircase going down. There is actually no door.
Gotcha.
Yeah, these corners basically lead straight to the basement. Yep.
I would probably like to follow.
Okay.
Yeah, I was ready to go. I was just waiting on the 10-minute power nap.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that too. Just kidding. When I wake up, I will follow.
I figured by now, after 10 minutes of everyone waiting and whatnot, no problem. Sounds good. John is going to stay up top and just make sure he's going to look out for the guards or anyone that comes back into this temple. And since we have Dave here now, I will say he has come back, and it looks like Sargon and Zatanna are going to take care of the portal door back to the house for you guys.
No.
Hey, Dave. Okay.
Hello.
So.
Long time no see, Dave.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's been a while. Wretched night shifts.
Yep.
Yes.
Alright, well, we are currently in a temple about to go to the basement to see what they can see. So I will move you guys over to a map.
Mm-hmm. Oh, ambient sound.
Maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Give me one sec here. The map should be there, but it's not showing up. What happened?
Really?
Is the map there for you guys?
Well,
Nope, just a big white group.
Just white.
just disappeared.
What did it do? Let's drag that back over. Somehow it got moved. I think Roll20 must have did a reboot. Because it looks like some of my other stuff is gone. Also, that's nice of them.
We had issues with my game last night, too. Yeah, I think they
Let me
revamped some
look at
stuff
the
because
other
we couldn't get in.
ones. Okay, no, these ones are still working, just the one. Okay, give me 1 second, I will bring everybody over. Weird. Alright, there you guys are. The map's not to scale how I had it before, but this will work. Everyone should be able to move your tokens, and I got Kerrigan there too.
Yep.
Perfect. So yeah, feel free to look around. Anytime you guys go in a room, I will need a new investigation roll, please.
Can I cast Ritual Cast, because I'm low? Detect Magic?
Yep, I'll say that is while they were doing a cat nap.
Yeah.
You could have done that when you came up. While you were waiting. Sure. That lasts for what, 10 minutes or an hour? I think it's 10 minutes?
Concentration up to 10 minutes for the duration, yeah. 10 minutes.
Okay.
Or drop concentration.
No worries. Who's ever looking around, I need investigation rolls, and feel free to move your characters wherever you want to go.
Oh,
I would
I
love
just
to
did
look
the right.
around. Sorry. I would love to look around, but I can't see anything. So, Brandon, if you want to move my character, I'm happy to roll.
Okay, no worries.
Have you seen the map?
I'm not home yet.
She's driving home. Okay, so basically, as soon as you guys come downstairs, you have like a bunch of barrels to your left. You do have a door in front of you and a hallway off to the right. Through the hallway, as you guys explore, you will notice that there looks like this is where some of the priests or who's ever full-time live here. This is their quarters. There's beds down here. You will see a kitchen down here. You will see a lovely saltwater pool down here where they bathe in. It's pretty much your standard underground living quarters. They do have like another little area down here where they can do like more solo praying. But yeah, it's basically a carbon copy of upstairs down here. This is more of their quiet area. You guys would know upstairs is more, when it's normal, it is pretty much a training field for people who want to train with weapons, archery. There's usually target dummies upstairs and whatnot. Down here is where most of the actual praying goes.
Do we know that we found all the people we need to find?
I believe.
Or do we know we have more dolls than we have people found?
You're not too sure, unless you do a more thorough search of the city. Maybe when the temple guards get back, you'll hear more. But for the moment, you really haven't explored any more of the city. You just went for the majority of the danger and where the fire was.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
It just. Hey, do we know we got them all? Should we be sort of like crouching motion, being quiet?
That would probably be a good idea.
Then give me some stealth rolls.
In which case, I'm going to cast Pass Without Trace.
Okay. Everyone can add a d10 to your roll.
Well, I got a 19 without it.
Okay.
No, it's just a flat plus 10.
Yeah, straight plus 10.
Oh.
It's 25, 29.
House hasn't come through.
For Annie.
Well done, stealth. There we go. 27.
15 for Kargath.
Plus the 10.
Yeah, that's with the 10.
Oh.
He's in heavy armor. Yeah. Good old disadvantage for being in plate. Well, chain, I think. And your investigation roll, Clark. You don't really hear anything, but
What I wanted to do, because I saw those shelves along where the stairs are.
Yep.
That's what I in
so right
in
in
this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, in that general vicinity, all you're really going to find is like a couple small barrels of wine, like little pony kegs of wine, a few bottles of wine, and like dried jerky, dried fruit. It's just like a little, if people need a quick snack or anything dried, it's just there so they don't have to like go anywhere. They can just run down the stairs and grab something. It's more like a small little pantry.
Oh, then Clark will stealthily pocket a bottle of wine and some of the jerky.
Okay. Add 5 pounds of jerky and a pony keg of wine to your inventory.
Well, I don't think he could carry a pony keg.
True.
It was more
Right,
just a
you're
bottle.
like, grab a bottle.
Yeah.
Yep. Celebration for later. Understood.
Kargath can, so I'm more than willing to take a crate of ale or wine with me.
Have I been in this basement before with the church?
All depends. I will let you decide whether or not you've gone to the Temple of Vox a lot. It pretty much looks the same almost layout as what's under your temple. So the majority of them all look the same, might be just a little decorated and a few things changed around. So you'd know the general vicinity of what you're looking for down here.
Can I go up into the top left room then?
Yep.
And I've still got that detect magic on.
Okay.
I just want to see if their holy relics are still there and shit.
Okay. Everything looks kind of normal here. You'll notice most of the like sconces and candelabras on the walls looks like they have like the ever-living flame spell on them, so they're always lit. That would shine for you.
Yeah.
There'd be the odd little like holy relic around, but nothing out of place. Or nothing new, I should say. Nothing evil.
Yeah.
The only thing you do realize, depending on where, if you're looking in that area, everything looks
green.
normal. Yep.
Yeah. That green should be my detect magic.
Yeah, everything there looks fine and normal.
No,
Well, as normal as it can be around here.
As normal as it can be within the radius of your detect magic. Yep.
I mean, I'll eventually walk through all the rooms, but I'll just wait for others to do their thing.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. I think Clark's going to walk over here. He's actually going to take a small piece of that beef jerky and sneak it to Kerrigan while he looks at the door in front of him.
Okay.
Hopefully, and he won't get mad at me giving him jerky.
Absolutely not. I support that decision.
It's a good decision. Beautiful.
It's going to be a fat cat.
Yeah, he like the piece of jerky is bigger than your hand. But yeah, he definitely tries to not bite your hand in the process, but you can tell he's quite hungry. You guys, I think, didn't really have a lot of breakfast this morning. And you guys are pushing still fairly early. Like you're after rest, you're close to like 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, because you guys got here fairly early in the morning before everyone woke up that is still in the city. Hal, in that area, you notice that this sconce is magical. This one is just lit up normally.
What's magical about the one that's magical?
The same as the rest. It's just like an ever-living flame, but it looks like this one is now just candles. And I'll take an investigation roll, please, while you're there.
How's intelligence? This is fantastic.
Someone's lit some candles.
Can I blow the non-magical candles out?
Yep, they go out.
Cool.
Is that door in front of me locked?
Nope. Yeah, as you guys go through, you're going to notice there's nothing locked down here.
I will just go in with Clark, keep an eye on him.
Okay. Yeah, eventually you guys find... the only thing really that looks out of place for you, Hal, is the fact that that one light is not magical, and it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything else looks kind of like this place hasn't... There's not a layer of dust, but it looks like no one's really been down here in the last probably like 3 or 4 days. Everyone, it looks like, seemed upstairs. You would see signs of a little bit of a scuffle down here. Maybe this is where some of the dolls took over the bodies of other things. But you don't find any dolls down here. But there is a nice bathing chamber, and it looks like it's seawater.
That's what I was about to ask. Was it a bathing, or was it like the priest fucking chapter's holy water pool?
Give me a... just a straight intelligence roll.
Just a straight roll?
Yeah. Or an investigation, either will work. And anyone else who's looking around can do the same. With a 15, you'd be able to figure out that it's a bathing area. You guys have one too.
I figured
So
Hal
Is
would
it
know.
possible to tell how the soap?
It would. Hal would know that there's like underground, like through the sewers, there'd be other aqueducts for these areas for bathing, because there's not really, you don't really have a lot of freshwater like lakes in your area other than to the south. There'd be wells and whatnot, but for the most part, everything here is going to be like magically created for like fresh water.
I'll come back and tell everybody everything.
Okay.
It feels like it's same old with our church. Nothing looks like it's misplaced except for one of the lights has lost its magic.
And most of the food that's in the kitchen is starting to spoil.
What you'd expect after 5 days.
Uh-huh.
Curiouser and curiouser. So, sorry, what did I miss upstairs? Okay, as a player.
You guys finished a long battle up there that took 2.5 sessions.
Right.
And really upstairs, there's really nothing other than the temple, once the demonic presence left, seemed to go back to its normal... looks like everything went back to normal. Yep.
Okay. There's no other people, or they all upstairs?
Currently, that's just Constantine upstairs waiting to hear back from the temple guards that should be here shortly. You guys kind of went ahead of them and didn't wait for them once Hal requested for backup.
We haven't had a long rest recently.
God, no. You just finished combat.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just obviously a bit behind.
You know, the only thing that looks out of place to you, Hal, is the fact that someone's dispelled the magic on that sconce for some reason.
Yeah. Which I'll just pass on to everybody else. It just looks like what my church is, except for missing a light.
That's odd. Cool.
Was that this room that you were looking in?
Yippers.
Okay, cool.
This
I'm
one,
in now.
Okay, this one here.
Cool.
He rolled a terrible investigation. That's all he get from his detect magic. Which I assume is probably you guys would be down here for a bit looking around, so your detect magic's pretty much almost kicking off.
Yeah, I did a buzz round just to see if there's anything standing out, and then came back.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I want Clark to go in and investigate the loo over here.
Smells like shit. Give me an investigation.
Yep.
There's plenty of corn.
11.
It's a shitter. Looks like one of them maybe is out of order.
So we're in the dormitory. Me and Clark are in the dormitory. Kind of like your sleeping area.
You guys were, yeah. You seen like a bunch of beds. Looks like some people like. There's a little bit of a struggle. Looks like maybe they were taken early in the morning while they were sleeping or at night. You're not too sure. But there's no signs of like dolls or anything.
So anything that looks out of place or just normal?
Yeah, it's just been left here for a few days. Everything else here is kind of just looks like it hasn't been used.
All right.
Yep.
You said the signs of scuffle. Is it like a concentrated area, or is it just sort of generally all over the place?
For the most part, it's in the where all the beds are.
Is there anything in these shelves or the stuff down here?
Down there is the majority of all that is just going to be like a small little bookcase, just with books.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just normal books.
For the most part, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. His detect magic didn't pop anything magical. These are just more like daily prayer books, maybe the odd short story, stuff like that. Yeah.
Can I investigate the room where the non-magical
Sure can.
shells?
Yeah, looks like there's this is like a
'Cause-
where a couple people have been buried over the time. Like I had their names. I don't know if I have it here. I don't. There was a couple few priests over the years that didn't really raise to sainthood, but were like holy members of the church, and instead of going to the graveyard, their bodies have been buried down here. I just can't find my list of who they are, but give me an investigation, please, in that room.
Right, because Alric's, I wouldn't say thief sense,
Yep.
but I've seen a hidden door 3 in my time.
And what's your passive?
My passive is 18.
Oh, okay. I wanted 18. Your passive catches it before you actually catch it. It looks like on the sconce itself that someone's kind of replaced it and hollowed something out, and it looks like there might be a latch in behind it.
Everything's normal.
I'm about to pull the latch.
Everything's normal.
It's normal for this place.
It's normal for that place. Yeah. Yeah, you give me a strength check, please.
Oh, strength.
You are kind of tiny.
I will actually give him a hand.
The two smallest.
The two small. Yeah. Yep.
As per usual.
I will give the help action.
Okay.
Is that rolling? That's not rolling.
Yep.
Okay, I'll just roll it in there.
Yeah, that's fine.
What's my modifier? Oh, not good. 11.
An 11.
Oh, wait, did you say with advantage?
Yeah, with advantage.
2.
You're just a little too short and you don't weigh enough. It looks like you might need someone bigger.
Goliath,
Hey, big guy, we need your help in here.
and I will go and help.
Okay.
What's going on?
Pretty much the weight of your arm will make it work.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure your
we
arm
loosened
weighs
it.
more than those two combined.
Yeah.
He comes up,
okay.
just taps it, and he goes.
I'll move you guys up there. As soon as you grab it and move, wow, yeah, this thing. I lost a lot of things here. Okay, one sec. I have it somewhere. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the map here. As you do it, and click, and click, and click. There should be. There we go. I'll just drag them. It's not on my layer. And they should be. So a staircase kind of just shifts on the ground.
There it is. And I will.
And it seems to be going down.
Funny that.
Yeah.
I will head down first. I'll just head straight down.
Right. You guys find yourself. It's fairly dark in here. Stairs go down. Kind of hard to tell, but you're thinking maybe 20 feet before you finally hit. Looks like someone's dug out a large tunnel. It looks fairly old, though. It's not anything recent. And as you guys are going, you're going to find... Give me a quick perception check as you guys keep walking.
Is that everyone?
Yep.
Okay.
Nat 20. Nat 20 for 20.
Ooh.
12.
Finally, my owl eyes are paying off.
Kind of feels like you guys are walking for almost 5 minutes. One long straight tunnel. And from where you guys are and where you've seen it, you'd be able to tell from where the temple is on the map. I will put you guys back on the map here. Once I find it. I've taken off all the fire. That thing's even there now. Boy. Yeah, they must have rebooted this thing. You guys feel like you've moved somewhere down in this vicinity. Like on the edge of the outside of the gate.
Where? So are we in the Lunaran Temple or the Twin Sun? Sorry.
You were in the Vox Temple. Yeah, they rebooted
This one over here.
Yeah. They've rebooted the server here. 'Cause I've had a bunch of other things here. So yeah. You are now down. It seems like you're in this general vicinity. You can start to smell the sea a lot more and feel like the wind coming off.
Do we see a way up, or do we have to go back through the temple?
You would have to go back. It's just straight, like it'd be like an 8-foot circular tunnel, just completely gone. And then eventually you find yourself like at a double set of like almost like a big barn door. You come into like a little opening, and it's just like the back end of like a big barn door surrounded by rock.
Is the door locked or is it open?
Looks to be locked.
Can I try and open it or push it?
Yep. You can either give me a sleight of hand to try and pick the lock, with probably disadvantage, because I highly doubt you have thieves' tools.
Are you toy? I'm going to try and push the door open.
If you're going to try and push it open, give me a strength check, please.
Just a strength?
Yep.
Eat. Come on.
Yeah, this wouldn't be athletics. This is just more strength check. Looks
Yeah,
like he
that
used
ain't
up
gonna
all
happen.
his strength opening in the sconce. Doesn't seem to budge.
In other words, I definitely need a long rest.
Can I help and give him advantage?
Sure. If I will let you help, and he can roll again.
Would you like me to pick the lock?
Yeah, just let me have my fun. Oh,
I'm not much help.
Your help
Fair
was,
enough, but still
you
not
can
good.
do it!
I tried, buddy. I tried.
Yeah, definitely need that long rest. Okay, you can try and pick the lock then. Yeah. Sorry, did I say that out loud?
I think he may have tried to shove it again while you're trying to pick the lock there. It didn't seem to work. But at least you didn't break your tool.
What?
No, I'm willing to admit you pushing might have been a better idea.
You can
This
feel
is
free to try again.
tricky.
As long as you don't roll a nat 1, you can keep trying. It's just that it might take a little bit longer.
It just stuck. If you want to try strength again, this might help. I'm gonna pull out a crowbar.
Again?
As you guys are trying to do this, Clark just says, "Step aside," and he casts a guiding bolt right at the lock.
Oh, okay. Give me an attack roll.
Oh, hold on. I shouldn't have done that. Shoot.
I'm
There it is.
getting Hagrid vibes. I should not have said that. I should not have said that.
Why did it? Oh.
That's okay. So it was a 9 to hit, by the looks of it.
I have.
Yeah, I think it can
Yeah.
spell. Okay. You toss a guiding bolt at the door where the lock is, and it just kind of seems to ignore it.
Anybody else got any great ideas?
I got one more.
I can try to Eldritch Blast it.
I'll make one more attempt to unlock.
Can-
And then we'll hand out crowbars.
How
Ooh, there it is.
dexterous do you think the lock is?
Well, the nat 20 will work. Finally takes you a bit, but you just kind of, with perseverance, maybe it was an Eldritch Blast or the last little bit of magic, your tool goes in and you just finally find that click. And it's opened.
Go through the door first.
You're going through? Give me an
Please.
intelligence save, please.
There we go.
And now we find out it was locked for a reason.
It's always locked for a reason. You should know that from the other campaign.
Yeah, but for good reason.
Ooh, 19 on the save.
19 on the save. Give me 1 second here. Okay. I was hoping that was going to fail on someone, but I needed 18. Beautiful. You seem to shrug off. Something kind of goes into your head. And for some reason, as you look around, it kind of looks like you're surrounded by enemies. You go for your sword, and then you just shrug your head and go, nope, they're my friends. I'm not going to attack them.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yep. It had an enemies abound trap on it. It was trying to take over your mind to make you kill your friends. But you managed to shrug that off.
Nice.
And as you guys, give me all perception checks, please. Annie and Hal. You're the only two who kind of notice as you go in, you hear a small humming off in the distance a little. And as you guys open the door, you find yourself in a weird area. It's metal. It looks modern. It looks familiar to one of you. Annie, you get the feeling almost like you're back at the Moonkeep under the clock tower in a workshop. That you kind of looks familiar.
Whoa.
And in front of you kind of looks like one of those same strange machines that's powering RD's workshop and the city. And it's still spinning. Electricity's coming off of it, and it's giving a nice little hum. And it looks like through the windows outside is the ocean.
Can I go up these stairs and look out the window?
Yep, it's the ocean.
Wow.
Looks like you're like right on the edge. And if everyone can give me either perception or investigation rolls, please, as you come through those doors.
You say perception?
Perception or investigation. Ooh, we're getting that
20 again.
20s again, nice.
Hey!
Can I just start using my passive perception?
I'm okay with the passive. This is more to... the passive's more for spotting things just in your peripheral. The actual looking around and whatnot is for the roll. But you're still... Eventually, pretty much everyone except... pretty much everyone except Kargath. You're going to realize that this building itself looks like well done, well kept. It almost looks like it was built by or for someone in the Navy or the Army. It looks very militarized. Yeah. But there doesn't seem to be an exit out of here. Oh, wait, sorry, I do have one. That door. There is a metal door here. But this thing looks like it's powered on. You guys can all give me history, maybe, rolls? Or Arcana.
Where's the door, sorry?
To the left.
To the left. Here. Right, got you.
Dirty 20.
What was it? Arcana or...
History or Arcana?
Why can't I roll like this when we're in combat?
And feel free to move your tokens around. Take a look at stuff.
I'm not rolling well today. So is this a conveyor belt?
Kind of looks like it's used for like holding some sort of material. Maybe it was built to hold all the parts of the machine while they're building it. It's kind of hard to tell.
I will go up the stairs and have a look.
Okay. The Arcana, You would be able to tell by the Arcana that as you get closer to the machine, inside, right in the middle of it, is like it's not very big, but it is like some sort of crystal in the middle. In your history check, you would remember, for you guys, it's been about a week with travel, when you guys were attacked on a dock before you got on your boat. You met a lovely dwarf named Zelda who told you about a crystal that her family had found in the abandoned keep. Kind of looks like the same description.
And where is this? Is that all in?
It's in the middle of the machine. Yeah.
Can I ritual cast detect magic?
Absolutely.
Is it easily accessible, or is it like it's going to be a mission?
It looks like it's being suspended by something. It's just like in the middle of the machine with electricity arcing all around it. And all it looks like it looks like maybe it's being the power source of the machine.
And there's no lever or anything.
Give me an investigation roll.
Yeah. Just a nice number above 50. Oh,
20.
there you go.
20 is what I needed. On the actual, up in the corner here, as you get up on here, and you get up over here, on top of, they're kind of like boilers, even though you really don't know what boilers are, because they really haven't, you're not too sure what they are, but you do see two large, kind of looks like some sort of key would go in each of them, and on each of them it says on, and each of them says off.
So, would it be a logical assumption?
You'd be able to figure out that it looks like there's some sort of key that needs to be put in both, and then they both turned off at the same time.
And there's nothing else in this room apart from, there's no...
Correct.
And did you say this door here was locked?
Correct.
Are there any runes on this thing?
Give me an Arcana.
Alright.
Nope.
Orc would like to, I guess, investigate the blueprints on the table in front of him.
That's pretty much just... give me an investigation. It's just actually part of the map. I'll come up with something.
Oh. 15.
It pretty much just looks like maybe it was just random scribblings of how... not really how to build the machine, but it's more just drawings on material cost needed, basically a part supply list.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And the what was your roll? 20? Sorry, 15. You'd be able to see that there's really no dates on it, but the ink is fairly faded. So it looks like maybe it was built, like at least the notes were maybe like 6 months ago. Maybe a little longer. And in Kargath, the door is locked, and it looks like it's been locked from the other side. This thing is
this
more...
machine
Sorry, yep.
like is it like spinning?
Sure is.
Like a dynamo. That's how I envision it.
How much room is there inside of it?
Not a lot. Like the crystal itself is going to be not the size. Like it's pretty much, we'll say like maybe 12 inches, almost a foot tall, and maybe only like 4 inches at the base. And it looks like you'd have enough room to maybe try and grab it, but it's at least 5 or 6 feet inside the machine. So you'd have to reach or try and grab it somehow.
Right, so no chance for a Mission Impossible dive through the machine.
No.
Is the machine connected to something, or is it just freestanding?
Give me an investigation, please, because you haven't given me one.
Can you let me know when my detect magic kicks in?
Yeah. You aren't really gonna find. You're gonna get a fate. Pretty much the only magic you're gonna see is a faint aura from the crystal, but it looks like there's hardly anything left. Almost maybe as if whatever charge was in it is gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Clark is going to go up. I heard about the switch this lever here to off.
It looks like you need a key of some sort or something to jam in it. Looks like it was turned on and then someone left.
Which side of the door are the hinges on this?
There currently, it doesn't look like there are any hinges. This is a solid metal door surrounded by stone.
So there'd be nowhere to stick a crowbar.
Not from here, no. It almost looks like the door goes into the wall.
With the 20, did I get any? Can I tell anything about the machine if it's powering something or connected to something?
So you will notice that there's a lot of copper wiring around the machine, and it looks like there's more going down under the machine.
So it's presumably powering something, but we don't really know where we are. So if we mess it up, it might cause some trouble accidentally.
Yeah, what was your history? Did you roll a history?
Yeah, it was bad, I think. No, my Arcana was bad.
Give me a history roll.
Okay.
John did mention something to you. Well, the other John, who's pretending to be Professor Artie, mentioned something. I want to see if you remember.
19.
Yep, 19's enough. You would remember him talking about the one that's currently in his lab, the smaller version of the one that's powering the city. He had to run copper and a bunch of other stuff to the waterfall that's at the end, and he's got a windmill on it. A water wheel on it to turn and charge the machine and help create the electricity.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are on the seaside, so maybe there's some sort of underground water wheel with your history roll, helping to power it.
Awesome.
Yep.
I'm curious what this is powering. Like, the water's powering this thing, but why is it generating electricity? Right.
Yep.
What's it being used for?
This is just out of character, but could it just be simply as like that's what's keeping the lights on, the city lights?
Not too sure. If you want to give me an Arcana again to see if you can figure out what the hell it might be for.
Is that all of us or just him?
No, that's fine. I'm okay with everybody.
Was that an Arcana?
Yep.
Nope. Sorry, nothing.
Pretty lights.
Nope.
Oh, God.
Hal with a 19, though. At least. Hal, the only thing that's weird and wacky going on that this thing could have been used for is creating a portal that maybe brought something into the city that destroyed most of it and set it on fire.
Okay.
Yep. You'd be able to put two and two together. But this looks like it took a while to build and was planned a long time ago. And you guys would remember hearing tales your entire journey of copper being scarce, and no one's been able to get their hands on a lot. And every time someone does, it seems to be going missing.
Do you relay that to everybody, Hal?
Yeah.
So knowing there's a portal that may have brought what has caused the city to start to crumble, Clark is actually going to cast a sacred flame right in the middle of the wheel.
Oh, okay. Roll me a attack roll, please.
Well, sacred flame is the save.
Oh, can you actually attack stuff with that other than creatures? Can you link the spell? I think that's one where you actually have to... I don't know if that works on objects.
Flame-like radiance descends on a creature. Yes, never mind.
Not an object. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's one of
Not an object.
It's one of those weird ones because it's holy holy damage. It will only do damage to creatures that are attacking you.
Creatures.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you want me to Eldritch Blast it?
I was more thinking of not destroying it.
You think it could be used again?
I'm thinking we could have other people look at it to see what's up with it.
It's probably a good idea.
Can I levitate up and try and grab it out?
If you want to levitate off the ledge a little and try and grab it, by all means.
Yep. Can I try that?
As he's going to do that, I think Clark will take his dagger, pull the handle, and kind of stuff the dagger to try to hold the handle in the off position.
Okay. So you're going to try and jab your dagger into the hole?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a strength check, please. Or dexterity for you. Dexterity will work.
I don't know why it's not rolling. So let me just... Where's the die? D20. That's a 12.
Kind of goes in, but maybe the dagger's a little too big. Yep. Kind of looks like you might need something either smaller or the actual key to fit. Hal, if you want to give me a standard... Are you just going to try and put your hands in and grab it?
Well, I was trying to think of thaumaturgy.
Okay.
But I don't know what would work, because it was... You can instantly open it and unlock a door, so I was hoping to cast like a little wind behind it to knock it out, but I don't think it'll work.
Well, I have Gust of Wind. I can try to blow it, and you can catch it, snatch it.
Yeah. I'll try that. But yeah, initially I was just going to try to pull it out. If it doesn't work, I'll just use Dispel Magic on around it. I'm not sure if that'll work, because it's not that much magic.
Yeah.
It's not magical, just the crystal is.
Can I climb and get behind it? Behind the machine over here?
There is a little spot, yes. With your claws,
Okay.
I would assume you'd be able to get on there, no problem.
So I want to get behind it and use Gust of Wind and try to push the stone out toward Hal.
Okay. You cast the spell. Hal, your wind starts to blow, like your hair starts to blow, everything blows, but it doesn't seem to move it. Looks like it's maybe the electricity's, maybe some sort of like electromagnetic. Something's holding it there.
If I touch it, do I get shocked? Can I like put one finger on it?
If you want to put one finger on it, yep.
Yep.
Okay, you're going to put one finger on it.
Power disappears.
No. 12 electricity. You get electrocuted for 12 damage.
Okay.
Gone. Reduced to atoms.
And now his hair standing straight up on it.
Well, it just got a blowjob. Now it's electric shotted. Beautiful.
Yeah, the amount of electricity that this is producing is really, really... You'd be able to feel the heat, and it's not sparking out, but it is charging the entire thing that's constantly spinning around it. But it does... You felt a little... When you poked it, maybe some sort of... You'd have to really get in there and yank it. Or turn off the machine somehow.
I've had a dumb idea.
Dumb ideas are great.
Dumb ideas.
I'm small enough that I could probably fit inside the machine. What's the light? What's the light level in this room?
You're, it's daytime out, so coming through, you're pretty much still bright because of the sun coming up.
Okay, what about up in the ceiling, up in the corners?
You'd still have dim light in the certain areas, but near the window and in the machine, it's quite bright.
You need us to create shade for you, buddy.
I can create shade, it's just whether it's worth...
Well, if I cast light, it'll put a shadow on something. So you can use that shadow if that's what you're after.
I can just cast darkness on it. It's just a thought, if I could jump in, grab it, and then since being in dim light, shadow step, so teleport out. But that is a potentially... that's potentially a horrendous idea.
Has anyone got Misty Step?
I do.
You willing to take a bit of damage?
Sure, why not?
I can heal you when you come out.
Okay. This is gonna be a cat,
very last
an electrocuted cat with hair sticking straight out everywhere. This is great.
That's why we have cats, not dogs.
Before that, though, can I look in these crates over here for a key?
Yep. Give me an investigation. You don't find anything other than, like, used little pieces of scrap paper, wood. It's basically a crate full of just random shit.
Did you want to try lockpick it shut? Like lockpick it to turn it off?
That's a shout. That's a shout. Well, everything's a good idea. I'll give that a whirl.
Okay.
I mean, we did lockpick our way in.
Your lovely tool goes in, and you do notice that you'd be able to turn that one off. Yes, with a lockpick.
But we both.
I'm gonna toss. Can I toss the dagger up to Cleric and see you want to try it again with a different dagger?
Or put a lockpick in the other side.
Yeah,
I say try both at the same time. If we can.
My dagger wouldn't fit by itself, so I don't know if it would fit with the lockpick.
And if he's got a dagger, he's pretty small, so it'd be a small dagger for him anyway.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a pocket knife.
Sword in the key spot? Or was a sword?
And somebody else.
Can you spare another lockpick?
I don't know if I have more, but if I put this in, like hold this in position, I can. A soul swap needle. I could try and pick it with a needle.
I'm gonna chuck you up an ink pen.
I was about to say I have an ink pen.
I'm just looking at what I've got that's tiny.
I have an ink pen and a small knife.
Eddie, you don't happen to have control water as a cantrip, do you?
Unfortunately not, no.
Give me a history or just a straight investigation, Annie. It's more of a or a straight wisdom. Yeah. You do know you've used it once, and if you can't get the can't turn the machine off, and you really want to try and grab the thing in the middle, you have the ability to summon something from your robe that would take the damage instead of you.
It can't grab anything though, right? It's a snake.
It's a snake. It is a giant snake. It'd be able to wrap around it and take the damage, maybe.
Oh.
It's an option because I have your character sheet up.
Yeah.
Instead of you, I'd almost maybe sacrifice one of them.
Yeah. I mean, it has 7 charges, and I've only used 1. Yeah, that's probably better.
But for the people who want to try and lockpick with a quill and pen, it'll be at disadvantage because it's not the proper tool.
What about with the needle?
Your needle would kind of, for you, still be considered a thief tool, so I'd say just a standard roll.
Oh, how? If you come up here, I'll hold this in position, so you start the turn, and I'll hop down and try the other one.
I think you need to try both at the same time. Else it's not going to work.
So if I leave my tool jammed in here, and you turn it, well, I try and shimmy the other one.
Does any of you have guidance, by the way, too?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm more than happy to just smash guidance on you, bud, if you're trying to do stuff.
Yeah. It will. Your detect. We'll just say your detect magic's off because it's also concentration. So.
Okay. Does somebody need here though holding this one?
Yeah. We'll switch places.
Okay.
I can. Yeah. Okay. Smallest people.
And as before I go, I cast Bardic Inspiration on Alric.
Nice.
I'll tap him with guidance.
So that's a D4 and a D6?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I'm just going to roll normally and just add those.
I wanted 18 anyway.
No. Actually, the Bardic Inspiration is a D8.
Yeah, it's a D8 now. That's 6th level. So 27. Yeah.
Go for gold.
It'll work. Weirdly enough, it was exactly what you needed to get through there.
So it's off now?
I'm going to assume you're going to do a 3, 2, 1 count and turn them off.
Yep.
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 Okay.
Yep.
As soon as you do that, the machine powers off.
Can I reach the crystal?
Yep.
I'm going to try to reach out and grab it if it's going to fall.
Give me a deck save.
A save?
Yep.
Okay.
You're reaching over to see if you fall.
And that's not rolling. Hold on. I need to refresh my page.
Yeah, I'm you're not the only one.
No, when I click on it, it just opens up the description of a deck save.
That's
okay.
what it has been doing lately. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
right click. If you right click, are you on D&D Beyond?
Yeah,
Are you on the computer or on your phone?
on the computer.
Right click on your mouse, and it'll bring up the list of advantage, flat roll, and disadvantage.
Oh,
You can
cool. Thank you. Oh, that was
roll
bad.
Well, you don't fall in at least, but luckily enough that the you don't really jostle it, and it just kind of sits on the ground there.
Okay.
Yeah, basically it's just it slowly goes. There's like a little spot where it can sit, You didn't jostle it enough to fall off because it is a massive machine that's built. But I wanted a nat 1 to see if you were going to fall down or not.
Ah.
What did you roll? Didn't pop up.
A 4.
Yeah.
Can I grab the crystal then?
Yep. Go for it.
Do I need
Holy
to dex save
shit,
as
it
well?
actually
Or
worked.
You don't take any...
what do I need to...
You're big enough that you can just reach and grab it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
You have a...
And just checking the machine is off.
Correct. It did power down. All the lightning is now gone.
Just checking.
And oddly, the crystal is still cold.
I did for a second. Be right back.
Yep.
Anybody got the identity? Yeah. Can I just check out the crystal? Just examine it.
Yep. Give me investigation, please.
Whoa, why did that pop up?
I have identify as well.
Okay. 18.
It's a crystal.
It's a crystal.
Yep.
So just wasted roll.
Can I cast identify as a ritual?
By all means, spend 10 minutes. Is this the first time? Sorry.
No, I was just going to say within this 10 minutes,
Mhm.
Clark is going to fly to the window as high up as he can to see if shutting this thing off caused any problems, like outside.
Give me a perception check.
I don't see shit.
Looks the same as the last time you looked out the window. But the humming has stopped that the machine was causing.
I mean that.
Yeah.
I will go and try opening that door down the bottom there.
Okay.
And we'll wait 10 minutes.
Sure.
Yes, this is the first time I've cast it.
What's it look like?
I'm gonna sit down and hold the crystal and pull out a little orb out of my pocket that is swirling with kind of a pale purple, like cloudy, almost mist in the other hand. And I'm holding the orb in one hand and then the crystal in the other hand. And I mean, I'm just kind of zen, staring, trying to channel the energy from the orb into the crystal to try to identify what it is.
Perfect. While that's happening, give me a strength check on the door, please. Unless anyone wants to try and luckpick it. 17.
Can I give him guidance?
Yep.
Let's try to say.
Sure.
Is that a D4?
Yep.
And can I use thaumaturgy on the door to try and open it? Because I can do it with an unlocked door, but I wasn't sure if it'd be like shaking to a system.
Give it a shot. Yes.
That'll be an 18.
Okay. So
Does he get advantage on that?
Yeah, I'll let you give it advantage on it too, so you can roll again.
Me or
you? Yeah.
You.
He's using thaumaturgy to try and help you open it.
Oh, right. Sorry.
That's okay.
Nope. 18.
You can tell that this is a solid piece of metal. Your strength, you can tell it's movable, but whatever lock is on it is a pretty good lock.
Does it have a keyhole or is it just a solid door?
There is a keyhole, but it kind of looks like almost like an industrial-sized deadbolt kind of keyhole.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And while all that's going on behind him, Clark is actually going to look down.
Yep.
Down the hole where the machine is to see if he can see where the wires are going.
Okay.
That are underneath.
You're small enough that you'd be able to fit, and it looks like it goes a good Do you have dark vision?
I have 120 feet of dark
That's what
vision.
I thought. Looks like you'd be able to fly yourself down there.
Then that's what Clark is going to do.
Okay. While that's happening, you're flying down. You guys are trying to open the door. You're trying to see what the hell the crystal is. We will take a quick 10-minute break. All right. We got an Abe. Did I hear an Abe?
Yeah, we had me.
I don't know if we
Either
had
that
Abe.
or I'm hearing you.
Yep.
Huzzah.
Either that or I was hearing voices in my head, but one of the two.
Beautiful. All right. So, Clark, we'll start with you. You go down a good, 10, 15 feet. You just follow, almost like a big collection of copper. It looks like it's been turned into wire, a lot of it. And it has been curling down and going underneath the water. Kind of looks like they've built some sort of little, tunnel under there. And it looks like they've made the water so it goes from the ocean above and it's channeling down, and they have a big little water wheel. Fair size, it's probably twice the size of the machine. Just sitting under there, and seawater is just constantly pouring it. And they have another smaller generator like that attached to it. And it looks like there's another one of those crystals inside resting, and it looks like whatever you turned off up top, turn this one off too. And there's just a smaller little crystal in there.
Well, Clark will grab that one then.
Okay. Looks like a quarter of the size, but still the same. You'd sense a little bit. It had or still might have some sort of magical essence inside.
If that is it, Clark will fly back up and say, "I found another one."
And you guys, I assume Alric is going to try and lockpick the door.
He'll try, but he's worried because he says like a big chunky bolt.
Yep.
Or I imagine all his stuff is rather delicate stuff.
Yep.
And no. Ooh.
Though it doesn't matter.
I would assume you're going to get a guidance, so
Yeah.
add a D4 to that.
Oh.
I needed 20. Hence why I asked you to add the guidance to that.
I'm standing by the door.
Yep. Nice loud click. And it's almost as if you hear 3 or 4 bolts come back inside the door as you do that. Looks like it was secured quite heavily, but now might open. Well, slide. There's no handle or anything. It's just like it looks like you can just stick your hand in the door a little and shove it.
Do that.
Take this door and shove it.
So you're opening it, Kargath?
Yep.
Intelligence.
Again,
save,
I will
please.
go in first. There we go.
Is it too late to say I back off?
It all depends on if Kargath would have
It would be
immediately done it.
I'm staying where I
Not
am.
this time.
Oh, a
Not
nat
this time.
one. Beautiful. Can you get big and attack Alric for me, please?
Can I react to him getting big?
This would be instant. What type of reaction were you going to try?
I was going to try casting good protection versus good versus evil on him.
Give me 1 sec to bring up the spell again.
It is not a it's an action. It's not a reaction spell.
Yep. Yep. By
Okay,
all
from
means,
well.
you can cast it on him, but you tell nothing happens.
Alright.
And I need you to attack Alric, please. Yes, Clark.
No, it's an action, not a reaction, so never mind.
Okay. You guys just see Kargath get big and grab his sword and attack Alric. So I need an attack roll.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
What must that look like? Like someone just squashing a bug.
Standing by the door, I walk through the door, grow giant, turn around and...
Yeah, as soon as you, try to walk through, the detect magic just won't penetrate enough.
Oh,
I'm assuming
no.
21's going to hit Alric.
That hits.
Roll me your damage, please.
It's chaos. They're fighting each other, and I'm just up here in a trance, holding an orb and a crystal, oblivious to all of this.
Yeah. Actually, let me just double check here. I don't think you're... Nope, you're just resistant to cold. You're not immune to frightened. You're basically frightened, and these guys look like your enemies.
Is that the one-handed or the two-handed damage?
One with Kargath.
One-handed.
Plus your Giant's Might 1d6.
Yeah.
I can take it. Do your worst.
Don't say that. Please don't say that.
And
Anyway.
Can I also get a wisdom save from Hal?
Nope.
I'm going to burn your stone rune.
Huh?
Hal, you are now charmed by Kargath. I need you to attack Alric.
What is happening right now? Am I aware any of this is happening right now?
You would see something happen, yes.
What is happening is I'm being exterminated.
Goliath.
What do you want me to do? Attack him?
You're charmed. Give me 1 sec here.
Charmed wouldn't mean I'd...
No. You just
means I don't find him an enemy.
You can't do anything against Kargath, sorry. I was
Yeah,
looking at
that's not like I'm going to attack a friend for a friend.
Yeah. Nope. I had the wrong thing looked up. Kargath, even though he's attacking Alric, he's still your friend.
Can I try to persuade him?
By all means.
And if that doesn't work, I'm going to try the calm emotions on him until we can talk him down.
Yeah, well, I don't have any spells left.
That's fine. Alric, you will have your turn next also.
Right.
Oh boy.
So what are you gonna say?
What the fuck you doing, bud? He's your mate. He's been with you longer than I have. Why are you attacking him? Just genuine, in shock and be like, what the fuck you doing?
He's just
This
got very
isn't you.
glazed look at him. He's looking stoned.
Yep.
I have to.
No, do you want me to roll, or...?
You can, yes, but I can tell you it's not going to do anything.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't bothering rolling.
Yep. Alric, we'll give you something as Annie tosses out a snake, I assume.
Well, I've just been attacked. I'm going to attack back.
Okay.
Sorry, what were you doing, Annie?
I was trying to look to see if it was a poisonous snake or a constrictor snake, because if it was a constrictor snake, I was going to try to have it hold him until this ends, but
I think it's a poisonous
it's just
snake.
a poisonous snake. Yeah, so I'm assuming it doesn't have the option to constrict, like the character description.
It can still try and do a grapple, it's just opposed strength checks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then yes, that's what I will do.
Okay. Grab a snake. What's the range on it?
Oh boy.
Space
Oh
next
boy,
to
oh boy, oh boy.
It
So-
falls from the robe,
Okay, so it'd be right on
from
you.
where I'm standing.
Okay, so
yeah,
we'll
but I was trying to see what its movement is. Giant poisonous snake. It can move 30 feet.
Okay, and is it on your turn? Acts on your initiative. So you would have noticed it happen before Alric had a reaction, so I'll say it does have an action.
I don't think I can control it, but yeah, I would move it over and try to have it constrict or like hold Kargath.
Okay.
I don't want to hurt him, but I want to keep him locked up until until this passes.
Okay, just roll me a strength check with it then, please. Kargath, I'm going to need one from you also. You're probably going to win because you get advantage for being a giant, I believe.
And the snake rolled a 9.
Yeah. I would have... maybe next time you're going to probably want to...
Eddie rolled a 10.
Yeah. Alright. It tries...
Eddie rolled it.
But now it's there. We'll say its movement will go there so that it is flanking with Alric. Alric, you're up.
How? That... Oh, it's stamping on his foot.
Okay.
As a like an unarmed strike.
Sure.
Ow.
Now, does he get a save every hit? Or is it...
Every time he gets hit, he gets a save from the spell.
Okay, that's not rolling. I'll just roll it manually. This is roll to hit.
Okay. 23 hit him.
Should I be rolling damage as well?
Sure are.
Hang on.
I'm sorry, but I'm not that sorry.
What was the roll? Sorry.
23.
Sorry, I just didn't hear. But,
That's fine.
Yeah. What's it good? Yeah.
Where is it? Where is it?
Yep.
And I need another intelligence save from Kargath.
Aha. Nope.
And I'm going to make that a stunning strike.
Okay.
So I need a con save.
What was your intelligence roll?
5 plus 2%.
Okay.
I got him.
This thing is D&D Beyond is not working.
Yeah, it's been weird.
Beyond 20.
So what's your...
No, jeez. 11.
That fails. You are now... What does stunning strike actually do? You're now stunned.
For 1 minute, or does he... I think
Until the start of my... It's the end of my next turn.
Okay.
So I can't... If I'm stunned, I can't roll a sleep.
You can still roll a intelligence check. Give me another one.
What? Check or save?
No, the stunning strike is still part of the same attack, so it doesn't do anything.
Right. It's no extra.
I can do that when I hit.
Yeah. And how,
okay, so...
And stunning strike lasts for how long again, sorry?
Until the start of my next... No, to the end of my next turn.
Okay. So he is stunned.
Yep. And I now have 3 more attacks I can do.
Yep. Cleric, by now you will see this going on, so I will let you have a action after Alric has done whatever he wants to do.
Well, I should make the first one an advantage, so I can do that for the second.
Okay. That'll hit. For another 8. Okay.
That me?
Yep. So that's
Intelligence
15.
save?
Another intelligence save, please.
Oh.
I thought you would have realized the... Nope. Okay.
I'm just so stomping into his foot, because, well, I can't quite get up to the rest of him.
Just punching at his ankle.
Yeah. You could also run away if you wanted.
Hi, I'm not
You
running away.
You're a monk. I'll say you can do non-lethal damage if you want.
Yeah, I've been trying to do that, yeah.
Trying to basically just slap the shit out of him.
Yeah, I'm
slap
setting
the
a key
sense
point.
back into him. Yep.
I'm setting a key point to throw your blows.
Sure. That'll hit. That's a nice roll.
Oh, wait, is that adding those together?
Yeah, that was adding those together.
Oh, it did.
But 16 plus 7 will still hit him.
Yeah, 6. Both will still hit. He's got an AC of 20.
What's the damage?
So we'll just say that's non-lethal, so I'll drop that down to half.
Which is...
give me another 4. Give me another intelligence save, please.
No.
Nope.
I just have a picture of him getting knocked out.
Yep.
Non-lethally, and in his giant form, falling right on top of Alric.
Okay, so that's up to 21 damage. He's still up.
Right. I'm going to question whether that's rolling correctly. I'm going to retry that. Because to roll the same damage 3 times is a bit fishy.
That's fine.
So what's the damage?
I'm keeping track.
Yeah, but I know you're keeping track, but it is...
So that'll be...
Oh no, it's fine, it's fine. It's just weird.
So you're down to 11 health, Kargath.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I need another intelligence check, please.
Is this from opening that door?
Sure.
Yep.
Is.
Yeah.
Jeez.
He keeps failing his intelligence saves. He did the first one, but the second one...
I did the first one, just, yeah.
Okay. Well, on a good note, you only have 6 more rounds before the spell's gone.
Oh,
Oh, that's action,
that's
bonus
actually
action.
Second, that's only technically... You still have quite a few.
Oh, that's action, bonus action, and 2 key points gone, so that's my turn.
Cleric.
Alright, so as I posted, I am going to emotions, which will also hit because it's a 20-foot spear. So I'm going to put it right in the middle so it hits Kargath and Hal.
And does that get rid of the frightened condition?
Yes.
Beautiful.
But they do get a charisma save, DC 13 charisma.
He's stunned. He's going to fail that. Unless he doesn't want to. I'm pretty sure it's stunned, you fail, or is it disadvantage on saves? Give me 1 second.
I can't remember. I don't... Ooh.
Bring that up.
I'll choose to fail, but still. Let's see what would happen.
yeah. So, some creature is incapacitated, can't move, and can speak only 4 inches. The creature automatically fails strength and dex saving throws. Attack rolls against the creature.
Yeah, movements, but it won't fail brain ones.
No. So I need a wisdom save.
Charisma?
Charisma.
Oh, sorry, charisma save, sorry. Which is his dump stat, so you might be good.
15.
That's the one he rolls high on. Where's your intelligence save at that, bud?
So did he pass?
He saved. Yeah, he saved.
Okay.
Oh!
DC was 13.
Kargath, we are back up to you. Unless did you have a bonus action or anything for Clark?
My giant smite was my bonus action.
No, sorry, for Clark.
Trust me.
No.
I mean, come on.
Okay.
Comes back for 1 episode and kills his entire party.
Nope, that's it.
Okay.
I love you guys. I really do. I'm sorry.
And I also forgot you have 2 attacks.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh.
It doesn't matter, he's stunned, so...
Yeah, I know. You're stunned for this round, so you're screwed. So we are now on...
I wasn't stunned when I hit the first time.
No, not the first time. So you're still stunned for this round until Alric's turn, I believe.
Okay, so what does that mean?
Right now it's Hal's turn. Just means you lose this round, thankfully, and now it's Hal's turn.
I'm just trying to think what I could do here, because it's...
I mean, that's one way to alienate your venturing party.
I think you get a save from his rune again. Give me 1 sec. don't know if you're friends for... Nope, you're charmed for a minute, so you can't attack or do anything bad.
Well,
you'd be able to tell something's weird, you just can't do anything to him.
Yeah.
So I can tell Kargath's acting up. Correct. That is something I can do.
Yep, he's still your friend.
But it says the creature repeats its saving throw at the end of each of his turn.
Does it?
Ending the effect on a success.
Charm for a minute, but yeah.
At the end of his turn, yeah.
Can I hold time since he's stunned? Like try tie him up with rope so he doesn't hit one of my other friends? It's not damaging him.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. You could, if you want. He's stunned, so you could take his weapon.
I couldn't. I'd be kicking out of his hand as I tie him up. Would be my thought.
Okay, just give me a straight dexterity check then, to see if you can get it tied up and quickly.
Did that come through? No, it did not.
Can the snake help too? Try to wrap
that'll
around.
Be on his turn. I see your 15. Okay. The 15's enough to get him quickly tied up. It's not like the perfect one, but in the process, I'll say that you did manage to get the sword kicked out of his hand.
Yep.
So you are unarmed, Kargath, and kind of tied up. And now you can make a save, wisdom save, please, for Hal.
Sorry,
There we go. That's more like it.
Yep. All right. You shrug off the charm from Kargath. And now I believe it's Annie and the snake.
Ah, okay.
Or was
that sounds like a neat band.
Yeah, I know.
Annie and the snake.
Annie and the snake.
It does. Yeah. I'm gonna. Is it my action to command the snake?
I believe it's a. It goes after you. Let me double check here. Acts on your initiative count. So it is its own. You can just basically tell it what to do.
Okay. Yes, I would like it.
Free action, I believe.
Okay.
It was a bonus action to use it, so we'll say it's a bonus action to command it.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah. So bonus action, I want to try to get the snake to attempt to grapple Kargath.
Okay.
So does that need to be an attack?
He technically fails all strength saving throws. So I will say that the giant snake, actually he's giant, so he's the same size as Kargath. Sorry, I will bring him bigger. He is now wrapped himself around Kargath. And you are also restrained.
Cool. And then I didn't see what caused this to happen because I was focusing on that other thing.
You were trying to do something.
Yeah. So I think not really knowing what happened, I'm just going to try to cast protection from evil and good to get rid of like a frightened or charmed condition.
Sure.
If he's charmed by something, hopefully that would
Does protection of good and evil get rid of that?
Yes. It says target can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed. If the target is already charmed, frightened, or possessed, the target has advantage on any saving throw against the effects.
Is that what Hal tried the first time? Sorry. Oh no,
yes, it was.
He passed his save though, wasn't it?
But he gets advantage on all the checks he's been doing.
Yeah.
Which I honestly didn't.
No, I'm just wondering, did he pass the save at the beginning? I think he did. That's why it didn't work.
No, I just said I cast it and you said it did nothing.
Sorry, I forgot the frightened condition. I was thinking more the charmed condition. Is it a save or no?
No, it just happens.
Beautiful. Well, I will say it works this time.
Save your spell.
My bad. I forgot about the frightened condition. My bad there.
It's all good.
Kargath, you mysteriously find yourself surrounded by friends. and a snake that's wrapped around you, and you're tied up. You remember all of it, but for some reason, all these people seem to be wanting to kill you. Or you're not too sure what happened. The only thing you know is next time you go through a door that was locked, probably best to step back first.
Nah.
But the door's open.
Hell walks through.
Are you okay, Kargath? You good?
Yes.
Do you want the snake to go away?
I think, yeah, if you don't mind.
Yeah, if it's the concentration or whatever, I'll drop it.
Beautiful.
The snake goes away.
Okay. Oh, I do have a headache. I'm just going to sit here for a minute while you explore the next room. He's just not going to move.
The funny part is,
Did
it was only a 12 DC it needed.
Brandon, I really don't like you right now.
All right.
I think I rolled an 11 or something. Makes it more.
Yeah.
No one gave me go.
So he looks a little
Right.
shitty. What's your health back at now there, Alric?
Well, after taking the 12 damage,
Yeah.
and dealing like double that back, 21 since healing.
Alright.
That's not bad.
And
Me,
I go into the middle after all that fracas, and everybody gets 4 healing.
Okay.
As I cast Mass Healing Word.
Was I able to identify this thing in that time, or did I not make it for 10 minutes?
You didn't make it the 10 minutes.
Man!
I know.
Come on, guys. Come on.
Nope. Yeah, that probably was like 2 minutes in. Yeah. Alright. I don't have another map. I don't have another map for the other room. You're basically going to find yourself in what I would say is another basement. This one kind of reminiscent of the temple basement, but not as nice. It's going to be more smaller. Kind of looks like you're in a house. You'd be able to tell from that, but in a basement. It is dark. So anyone without dark vision can't see anything.
Cast light on my ring.
Perfect. The wall, you do go at least another 15 feet through before you hit the basement, and another door similar to this, but it's just more of an old rickety wooden door, not locked at all. Kind of looks like you're in some sort of building. As you go through with your light, you're going to see that the entire basement is empty. There's nothing in it. No clothing, no shelves. It is
no
just...
staircase?
There is a staircase going up into a house, yes.
Can I go up?
Yep. Are you going stealthily, or are you just going to plow through?
Because you ask, I want to say stealth, but that wasn't in my original plan.
That's fine.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll stealth.
Give me a stealth roll, please.
Yay.
As you slowly get through, this basement, you're probably it's not big, but it's not small. So the basement would be 20 by 30. And it's just one big empty room and stairs going up. They're not wide stairs, they're maybe 5 feet wide. They kind of spiral up. Kind of looks like you're going up 3 or 4 rungs, so it's pretty high up. Looks like it's almost the basement maybe would have been an old war bunker almost. And you find yourself in what looks to be an old, kind of like rundown shack or house. You're not too sure. It's more on the shack size on the very top. Looks like it's been... You're on the edge. I'll move you back to the map again so you can see. So it looks like you're in this house here. You got docks in front of you. Lots of other houses and whatnot. But it looks like this is an old, broken down house. Maybe the earthquake did it. Kind of hard to tell from the inside. But it is pretty much just fairly run down. But the front door is a little more beefy, almost like the metal door that you just opened downstairs, and it is locked. But there are there's only one entrance, the front door, nothing out back. Kind of looks like maybe this was an old storage shed almost. Now that you look around.
So are there windows?
There are windows, yes. They are... Looks like the windows are doing a lot better than the building. But they do open. And the front door is not locked either.
All right, well...
If you want to give me investigation rolls while you're up there, and if you go outside, give me an investigation roll.
Inside.
Oh, it was almost a 19.
While they're here, can I have stayed behind with Kargath
I'm
and
okay with that.
try again to investigate or identify this thing?
Yeah, no worries. Okay. So those up top, you go outside, even with a 10 investigation, you're going to be able to tell that all the other houses to the left of you and all the docks in the area, these look kind of similar to, not like fishing houses, but it looks like they're all almost the exact same buildings. They are not worn down. These things look like they've been taken care of, and that, like, the type of building where it looks like even the earthquakes you guys have been having aren't really going to do anything to this. Kind of looks like they're almost built for the military. They're very protected. And as if you look around a little, you will see the symbol on a few of the doors for the Lunaran army. And if you want to give me history checks. How, kind of fitting that you live here, you do know from time to time the military does come up here for training of some of the temples. They do a lot of back and forth trading and shipping up in here, and they do have their own section, even though you've probably never been in this area that often. It does look like they do have their own little area, their own docks. You're in a military area. So they don't have to come into the city. This is just where they drop stuff off and move on from there.
Yep.
Yep.
I'll pass that on.
Okay.
Interesting how this military area is technically connected to the temple up above.
I was thinking the same thing, bud.
And you'd be able to tell that it would have taken a long time to set that machine up and ship everything here and build it. Like, well
I'm the
over a year.
only one that doesn't know about the one that Buster stole.
No.
I'm wondering if they didn't sneak the part. They must have brought all that stuff in through this harbor because it's and you see Clark kind of looking up at the walls and the the cliffs, the rock sides, pretty protected in this area.
And highly magical city.
Now, would we know of anybody within the city boundaries that would, like an artificer or someone that's more into the physical than the arcane?
The only one you've really met so far is Professor Artemis.
What about me who lives in the city?
You would know of, like, the odd... For the most part, you would have heard of Professor Artemis. You probably never met the guy, but you do know, like, there's a school named after him. He's a famous person who doesn't really come here that often. Give me a history check. History or even religion would work. With that roll, the name rings a bell, but you're not too sure.
Okay. But there's no other artificers in the city.
There'd be a few, like, at the merchant shop, like in the merchant area, but no one that would be able to build something like this type of craftsmanship, no. It'd be more like, you know of Warforged and all that. There's lots of them around, but not a lot in this city itself, no. Most of them are to the west.
Oh, good.
You'd have the odd one here, but for the most part, they're just people who have either tamed one somehow or used one for moving freight. Yeah, they are not cheap, and they're more used by the military and the Navy and school for learning. But no, like, you'd have your blacksmiths and the odd tinker in this place, but no one who could do intricate work. Not like this.
I'll pass that on.
Yeah, for the most part, the major, the castles themselves, that's where you're going to find all that. And this is more of a religious area, so something of this technology is really out of place.
Yep. Well, I think we should have a talk with the old professor.
I was going to say, I want to tell my church about this. It's in the city.
Yeah. While they're walking around and trying to... Sorry, say that again?
We've also organised them to come help us, so we should probably let them know that they don't have to.
True. Yeah, by now, like, you guys have been almost a half an hour since you've seen John. If not a little longer.
If I was to go straight up, how far would it be to the temple?
Like
300 feet?
The wall, I think I said, was like 50 feet tall.
I'm just meaning because I can levitate as far as I want.
Yeah, and
you
also have Clark who can fly.
Oh, yeah, that too.
You guys went over the wall the last time with him carrying you in your mirror.
Yeah.
So if you guys wanted to go up and over instead of back through, that'd only take you a couple of minutes to get up and over.
Well, I think Clark would actually, because Kargath and Annie are still down with the machine.
Yep.
I would actually go back and let them know what we're doing.
Okay.
First.
Gotcha.
And then come back out.
Okay.
I actually think we should probably go through the church because John might be looking for us.
Ah, good point.
Yeah.
And there's no point going all the way back up for him to come underneath.
And give me perception checks too, please, while you're over here. Because you guys would remember that on top of all these were...
Nat 20.
It looks like the same guards.
Taking all mine.
The guards that were up here walking around that shot at you guys at night are still up there. One on each.
Oh. Well. So they were just here and here, right? Was there one on this one?
Not there and not here. It was those two. You had one over here on the left and one up here on the left. The druid that you guys met took care of this one.
Okay, so after seeing the two guards still there, what Clark would do would, instead of flying straight this way right over, he'll take a little and kind of in from the front.
Okay, that's far enough away from crossbow bolt.
Now, how do I erase that?
Alt Z. I can get rid of it, don't worry.
What the?
There we go.
Oh, that was my GeForce experience. Wow, okay.
Yeah, so you still have 4, seems like even killing the main doll, any of the other small marionette dolls, until their bodies are back in their original body, it looks like they're still in control. But it looks like they're not moving off their perch.
Okay.
Yep.
And then when we get back in, and we'll relay all this information to everybody.
Beautiful. Hal, were you going to try to go over, or were you going to go back down?
No, I'm going to go back down under and up to the church.
Okay.
See if John's following our footsteps.
Beautiful. You would also know that over here is a gate that you can just walk to and go through to.
Yeah.
It'd be open. You do find that when you do get to the stairs, that they have elevated back up. But knowing what to look for now, you do find another lever, another sconce, and you just click that and it comes. Annie, your investigation, your identify, it takes you a while, and you're not too sure exactly. It's a type of magic signature that you've never really seen before. It's almost as if it's made up of every type of school of magic, and almost like it absorbs and also reflects every type of magic. It's kind of weird, but the identify spell, even though you've never seen them, you've never held one, something penetrates it, and you know it's called a Kyber crystal.
How do you spell that?
Kyber.
Okay.
There's another reference.
Best power source scroll?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
100%.
Cool. Okay.
Sorry, I'm just going to mute myself. I got a helicopter landing.
But he said he was in the middle of nowhere.
Yep,
Oh.
right beside a helicopter pad. In a hospital.
Haha.
Alright, we should be good. So yeah.
Okay.
So the question is, who's becoming the Jedi?
Oh my god, that's what it does?
Yeah, they're Kyber crystals, the same crystals that power a lightsaber. Well, that's what we're calling them.
Cool. Okay. I'll learn where the new spells are affecting them. Okay.
Yeah, you'd be able
Have
to
I
tell.
ever seen something like this before?
You've heard about one before from the dwarf Zelda. That's the only reference.
That's the only time.
Yes.
This is not the same thing that was in Artie's chest and his armor, right?
You never really seen what was in the machine, and he never really described what it was, other than a power source.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So it might be.
Might be.
But might not be. Okay.
Might not be. Hard to tell.
You
know, it's not something no one's ever... You've never heard of it or read about it. It's something that people are maybe almost... When they find it, they try and keep it quiet.
This just adds to the bank of any suspicion of Artie. I have very high suspicions of him, and it's just another coin in that piggy bank. Yep. Okay.
But you'd be able to tell that this thing can somehow either channel a lot of magical energy or absorb it, depending on how it's used. But it looks like these are almost depleted.
Okay.
Yeah. And from what Hal from what Hal told you, putting together the portal that opened and something came through that the temple guards told you that they had to fight. Also, the druid you met told you the same thing. You're probably going together that somebody built this for that purpose.
Okay.
And you've also seen another portal appear over the water. Maybe there's another one in that location somewhere.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm gonna, with that knowledge, now that I have that, Kargath, how you doing?
I will just look at that with a guilty look on my face and just yeah. I'll turn around and say I remember what I was doing. I had no control. I thought you were my enemies. Speaking of, where are the others? Where did they go?
They left you. That's why I was checking. Are you ready to go? Do you want to go through the door? I think it's fine now. They went through.
Pretty much by now, they're coming back through.
Okay. We don't need to go follow them. Okay.
It would have taken about 10 minutes for you to do that while they're up and looking around and coming back through. Yeah. We'll say it at the same time you guys meet back up in the... I'll move back over to that map.
I will shrug out the rope. And up. I seem to have shrunk at my giant size.
Yeah, I got rid of it. Yep.
Yeah.
It'll last a minute.
Yeah. That's fine. So, yeah,
don't feel bad. Could have happened to anybody. Could have been any of us.
Yeah, but... Yeah.
It's probably good it was you, because you don't have... you can hit really hard, and that really sucks. But, I mean, if it was massive radiant damage coming on all of us, or,
Yeah,
it could have been really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I still had a third level. That would have been Sacred Guardians on everybody.
Yeah.
Is that our turn? Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, let's get out of here. I could really do with a drink.
Yeah, by now you guys are pushing like 8:30, almost 9 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, it's all.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, we started at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
You guys did. It was early. Nighttime excursions.
Oh, I'm just going to go up.
Yep.
Straight up the stairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
To the church.
Okay. Move you guys back here. The bodies, it looks by now, are gone. Zatanna and Sargon are still not there. I'll just take these guys off. John has been... he's pretty much just been chilling in a chair. Waiting, and you do see a bunch of... I don't have tokens for them, but you do see the guards that you asked to come earlier are finally all up here. Most of them have taken defensive positions. Most are at the door. It seems 2 or 3 of them are talking to John. And Hal, you would recognize the one that originally talked to you, the other Goliath that you've met, Wolf Hunter, is pacing back and forth. And it looks like John is writing in a book.
Yes.
Good to see you relaxing there, John.
Oh.
Don't want you working too hard.
Well, you know, I've been so busy since you guys disappeared on us that I figured I'd, converse with someone for a bit to see what the hell she can figure out for me. So far, nothing. She's working on it. I have a feeling I'm going to have to do something I don't want to get some information, but I'll deal with that later. What'd you guys find? You're going to have Wolf Hunter also look at everybody and go, "You're alive." Nice, Hal. You look a little singed, a little rough, but whatever you guys did, he's told me most of it, but you did.
We found a workshop under this that leads to the military district.
You're going to see everybody except John kind of look at you and go, "A what?"
And we think that's what summoned the big thing.
At this, you're going to have John just look up and go, Wolf Hunter, can you just close the door and lock it for me? Hal, let's try and keep this between just us for now, can we?
Without the church?
I want to look at it first. Maybe Wolf Hunter can come, since he would be able to tell. I think keeping most of this knowledge away for anyone who we don't really know would be great.
Yeah, and I'll more than happy to show him through it all.
Okay. Wolf Hunter will come. He's pretty much keeping the rest of his guards at the door. After you guys get there and he sees where the lever was for the stairs, he just kind of smashes himself in the head and goes, "I didn't look in this room. Should have looked in this room. I had a feeling it was going to be... I went for a swim. I thought it was going to be under the water in their bathing area."
Is that John?
That's John.
I'm like, and you're the smartest one out of us all. Kargath found it. I know he didn't, but I'm just going to sit there and wind him up.
He's definitely going to insight check that one. Way to go, big guy. You rolled a 2. Well, I've been busy, sorry. I've been trying to talk to someone else instead. I guess my mind was elsewhere.
So what is this? Someone else?
Yeah.
Same one that took him away last time.
Yeah. The only person who might be able to tell us what the hell's going on is in that book, but for some reason, every time she tries to look at it and go through it, she's telling me something's looking back.
As we're walking down the stairs, I want to get next to Annie.
Yep.
And ask Annie if she wants to show him the crystal or not, because I don't know what it is. And I know she didn't find out.
I was going to ask out of game, does John know about the portal that we found in the Hag's lair, or like through the theater in the lair, like the old portal?
He was there, yes. He was with you. He told you to keep that.
Okay.
Yep, he told you to keep that to yourselves.
Okay.
Yep.
Is Wolf Hunter still in here with us?
He was walking down with you, correct.
That's why I waited for Annie and went with Annie to talk about the crystal.
Yeah, I'll say Wolf Hunter's up with John.
I definitely want to show John what it is, or that we found this, and I think Clark has another smaller version of this. I kind of want his thoughts on trying to use this to get the other portal up and running, the old one.
Well, not say anything for now.
Yeah, I don't necessarily know if in mixed company that's something we want to.
I mean, this dude is from my church, isn't he?
Wolf Hunter is one of the guards from Drax, not yours.
Okay,
Yes.
Yeah. I'll be like, no, I don't want to tell him.
He is still like a temple guard of the city, though.
Yeah, no, but he's not my church.
No.
You always protect your own before you help the others.
Yep.
All right, and maybe later when we're on our own, just with our crew.
Okay. Give me history checks for you two, because you're talking about it.
Oh, it's a 14 and it rolled to a 6.
How? I wanted 18 or higher. How you would remember when reading about something or hearing about something when the portal was originally activated. You're not too sure what the power source was. It didn't talk anything about that. It didn't really, from what you've read, it didn't really seem like there was a power source other than the will of the planet. But you would remember there was 3 stones gifted to the 3 leaders who came here to first build the place, and that only whoever was holding those stones were allowed access there and back. You needed their permission to go through, and the stones were somehow used in order to activate the portal. But not a crystal.
Yeah, I'll pass it on to Eddie, whispering that they need a stone, not a crystal, off memory.
I thought that was an idea. I thought we almost had it.
Alright, John might have...
If you go back and study the portal some more, you might probably be able to figure something else out too.
Maybe in the near future, before we leave the city, at least we'll have time to go back.
Well, taking the portal with us in the Just saw the chat. We've got the portal in the house that's moving with us, so we can go back at any time.
Oh, that's true. Awesome.
Yep.
We're at the bottom of the stairs.
Perfect. A couple minutes go by, and you guys come across Wolf Hunter and John looking at the machine. Wolf Hunter, you'd be able to tell he's looking at, and he can't stab it, so he doesn't really know what the hell to do. John, on the other hand, is pretty much like he's got his head poked everywhere, and he's kind of looking, drawing, writing. He's pretty much trying to incorporate everything about this into his head. But he's just going to look back at you guys and go, what the fuck is this? I've seen something like this at the Moonkeep, and I've met some people who kind of helped build that one. But that's bigger, and what the hell?
And I think Clark, not knowing what was talked about, is going to take out the small crystal. This was on the inside and show John.
I'm just gonna look at Hal and my eyes get really big.
What the? Huh. He's gonna... Can I see it?
He'll hand it to
you.
you.
Don't worry, it's the little one. Annie.
You're going to see him just kind of put his eyes over it and take a look and go, huh. I got nothing. I can sense some magical aura out of it, but I've never seen anything like that. He's just going to hold it up to his eye and shine it through the light and go, this is not in my purview. I know a lot about a lot, but nothing about... I'm more good dealing with the... Well, possessed and charmed more than anything than this, but I'd have to give it to Zatanna or Sargon. Mento, maybe.
Oh.
But I think Zatanna might know more. It almost looks like it's familiar, but I have no idea what it is. And you found it in that?
Yes. And you know what? I can take it and bring it to them, if you don't mind.
Nope. He's going to hand it back out. Probably best. Oh, I need to talk to someone.
Clark will put it back in his pouch.
I got someone who might know, but I don't know where he is, and I can't get a hold of him. Tell you when I can. She might, Zatanna might know, but I got a guy.
I got a guy who knows a guy.
I got a guy. I am the guy that knows the guy.
I'm going to point the big door that we've opened.
Okay.
And get the city guard to walk out to see if he knows what, like, exactly where that goes to for him. And keep John in the room.
Okay, Wolf Hunter's just going to look and go, what? How? This looks like it's been here for a long time.
Go look at the front of the building.
I'll be right back. And Wolf Hunter goes through.
And Clark will follow Wolf Hunter.
Okay. Yeah, he's a big burly bastard. Kind of like Kargath, but a little bit bigger.
When they leave, I'll pull out the other stone, the bigger one.
Okay. What the?
So this one was actually powering this machine. There are two of them.
It's called a Kava crystal or Kyber crystal.
Never heard of it. I think I've seen something like that before. I can't tell you where though. I'd have to go home and go through my clusterfuck of notes, but I haven't been home in a while. Right. You've turned it off.
We'll hold on to it, yeah.
That's a good thing. I kind of want to destroy this place. Or at least tear that apart somehow, but I have no idea how to do that. I only know of a couple people that can do that, and they're...
I ask a question that's common knowledge to us, but maybe not to the characters?
Mm-hmm.
Would we know copper works for conducting?
No. No, the first time you've seen anything like electricity was in the university. Whoever works and builds that has been probably trying to keep it a secret. This is like a scientific... It's for like people who do like magic. If you found... This is like you finding a mad scientist's laboratory. But it's scientific and not magical.
Because I don't want to turn around and be like, if you take all the copper, because Al would know.
Yeah,
but I was more thinking maybe Alric would know after stealing the last one with Buster. And dismantling the last one.
Pretty much the only thing you guys remember is just it was more of a snatch and grab. Here's your payment, here's your next job. Yeah, no, there wouldn't be anything you'd know. It would be more, ooh, that thing's neat. How the hell am I going to do that? Your brain would have been more how to do it, not what the hell it's for. Yeah.
I was totally thinking, take it apart and put it back together later, or just apart.
John's looking at it. We're in the location that the portal opened right above us.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of putting two and two together here, and I don't want that happening again if they have more of them.
I'm all for it. I was just filling you guys in. We're just filling you guys in with everything.
Okay. And
I mean,
I don't want anyone up top to know about it. That's my problem.
I'm just going to pull out a crowbar. I don't know if we can put it back together afterwards, but this could take it apart. Maybe.
John, there's a lot of money in copper here, though. Everyone's struggling for copper. That means there's got to be heaps of this around with the amount of copper we can see.
Yeah. I got a couple people I don't know who I trust to get this done, and I don't know if this thing would explode if we did anything. That's my problem.
I did detect magic and nothing magical's here.
Except for
outside
those.
of the crystals.
This is a interesting technology.
Yeah, that was kind of our concern. It was obviously powering something. We weren't sure if turning it off or destroying it would cause more harm than whatever it was doing.
Mark said something about a mill underneath that was generating, like, moving water, which seemed to be powering shit.
Yeah. That checks out with what I know of them from the Moon Keep. And, well, there's a bigger one at the Luna Keep, but it's fairly new. And that one's been kept under wraps, so they don't really know about it. I can only think of one person to talk to, and Artemis and I don't get along that great. He's built 2. He'd be the only one I'd know to talk about. So, but the professor doesn't like to travel in his elderly age, so can't remember if you guys told him about Artemis or not, that you knew him.
I don't know.
I don't think we did.
I don't think you did. Okay.
I don't remember.
I don't think you did.
We haven't, because the name hasn't come up for Hell
No.
yet.
Okay, perfect. I know a professor who could probably tear this apart. Getting him here might be, I could probably get his assistant here. His assistant's semi-useful. I can workshop it. Sorry, I'm rambling. What do you guys think?
Is that professor trustworthy?
For the most part, yeah. He's in his old. Lately, he's not what he used to be.
If he could tear it apart, could he have built this?
That's my problem. There's only less than a handful of people I know who has the capability of doing this, unless it's one of his students from years ago. Because, like, the first one was built quite a while ago, and it was a prototype. And there's been quite a few prototypes since, but I've never seen one in this. Most are smaller and more condensed and longer.
Now that we're back, can I look for runes again?
Yeah. Give me Arcana or Investigation, please.
Please.
Nope.
Damn it. Okay.
Doesn't seem to be runes of anything. Unless you can figure out what it does. It's not something you would know. It's something you would have to... You would know you would need to find a book or a blueprint or something written down to figure out exactly what this does. You know it generates some sort of power, but what it actually does is beyond what you know.
I'm looking for, like, any inscriptions or whatever, like we found inside that bot
the robot
that attacked us. Yeah.
Nothing demonic or anything like that that you can see.
Okay.
Yeah. This is just pure new technology that you're not too sure what's going on. It might have something that you'd be able to tell that it has to be something tied to the crystal with the amount of power.
You said those copper cables going down
Yes.
to the thing underneath. Is it also leaving as well,
Sorry,
or is it just?
say
Is
that
it going straight from the water wheel up into whatever this machine is?
It's going into.
Or does it also leave from this machine as well?
It's going into both of these machines, and both of them are connected to this. So it looks like whatever energy that's in the machine underneath is converting up into this one. So almost like the one down is just the... it's almost like the battery pack that's charging the machine up top. So it's almost like the water wheel's acting like a solar power to the battery that's coming up into this machine. That's the easiest way I can explain it to you. But there's a lot of copper that's attached to the machine down there, and the smaller machine is feeding directly into this one. It's basically a big generator. But instead of using gas, it's using water power. But yeah, the most you would get is... This is more of a power source that allows the crystal to do something. Without the crystal, the machine maybe is pretty much nothing. But yeah, John's pretty much just going to look at you guys and go, unless I can get Professor Artemis here or someone from the school to take a look at it. I got one guy that, well, he'd be able to just dismantle it, but whether or not he can build it back, I don't know.
We'll leave that up to you and your judgment. This is out of my wheelhouse. I have no idea or anyone to do anything about it.
Well, this is out of my wheelhouse too. Give me a nice possession. Someone like the demons that are coming up. That's my gig. This is not me. No, I'm gonna have to talk to Bruce.
Now, is that the same Bruce we met before? Well, not that I met him.
Have you met a Bruce?
I haven't met him. Buster's met him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we met Bruce.
What's he look like?
Call me.
He had a bat.
That's Bruce. When'd you guys meet Bruce? Why is he over here?
I don't remember the answer to that.
That's fine. He was just in the he was in the general.
He was in a barn. The town had been destroyed, and he was there, kind of helping out. And
that sounds like
we crossed paths.
Kargath, you actually have his javelin.
Okay.
Yep.
We met an Arthur too. I don't know if you're familiar with an Arthur.
The fishman.
Nope. Don't got an Arthur. Like I said before, there's out of the well, there was quite a few of us a while ago. Most of them have been hunted down and killed, so we're limited in our friends right now. Speaking of which, anyway, by now I'm assuming Wolf Hunter and Clark are back. Let's just try and keep this to us. I don't want unknown personnel poking around, if you get what I mean.
Well, I sent them for a walk.
Then if you don't want people poking around, I suggest we close the staircase.
It's a good idea.
Under the temple.
Yeah. Since Wolf Hunter, you're the really only one I do trust you, because you and I have worked together for a while. I need this place shut down for undeterminable amount of time. I almost want to block that entire entrance so we only come in and out of this place. I don't know how long I can get somebody here. No, Wolf Hunter's just going to look at Hal and go... Sorry, at John and go... well... That'll take some doing, but... I think we're good until we give the all clear and get everybody back in town. So I can buy you at least a couple days for now. But I will say that I can put out the word that the underground got a little destroyed in the temple, and it'll be closed for repair. That'll work. We have lots of repairs to do in the city anyway. I think they're going to be more worried about up top than under here. I'm more worried about anyone else coming through the front door. So I think I'll get the harbor master to close the docks for a while. Out front. See if that works. I'll get word to the army and let them know that most of their buildings maybe got destroyed. That might keep them away for a bit. John's just going to look and go, whatever works. Alright, you five, and our little kitty cat. Let's get the hell out of here. Does that sound good to you guys?
Good to me.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I could use a little something to eat, and maybe a rest.
Oh, what? It's only a couple hours past breakfast. You can't be that hungry.
No, John, we've been at this all night.
I've been at this for a few days before you guys.
Oh,
I will just give John a look. I'll just give John a look. Just keep walking.
That's fine.
We didn't have breakfast, so we're definitely hungry after breakfast. We didn't have any.
Right. So
I will turn around to John and say, "Do you want a hangry Goliath?"
I was going to say you're more hangry. Understood.
Yeah.
Well, let's mosey on back to your place. That place is weird enough as it is, and I think you guys might need to talk to your landlord.
Okay.
I have a feeling you guys are going to want to get the hell out of here soon, and I don't know how well that's going to go.
What do you mean?
A house walking down the middle of the street?
It's not the house I'm worried about.
It's the street.
Yep. He was with you at the time you guys signed your contract. He knows what the hell it is.
Yeah.
That is on his mind, and he really kind of... You'd be able to tell even without an insight check. He is intrigued and scared as hell because he knows who the previous owner was.
Mm-hmm.
First hand, second hand, third hand, and yeah.
All the hands.
Yeah. The last tenant skinned him alive, so he's a little weary about your house right now.
Intimate knowledge.
Yep. And among other things that he knows that what the portals do. So I think you'd be able to gauge that he wants to basically get you guys somewhere without anyone else around. That's the gauge you're getting.
What's you?
So yeah, he's almost like shooing you guys and trying to get you guys to leave quickly and quickly and quickly. Do you guys want to go back through do you want to go back through the temple, or do you guys want to go out the front door?
The fact that he wants us to leave makes me want to stay even more.
Yeah.
I'll walk through the front gates of the city.
Okay, so you guys are going to go out the front. Perfect. I'll move you back over to that map. Alright. So, as you guys come out here and start walking towards there, you don't really see anything other than the other guards that are up there if you want to let Wolf Hunter know about them. He could probably deal with them for you.
Yeah, that's something that Clark would have been talking to him about as
you
know,
guys
we
were in and back. Beautiful.
Yeah, investigating the warehouse,
okay,
for the lack of a better word.
Yeah. Okay. We'll say Wolf Hunter went the other way through the temple, so he can try and maybe block off the area where the hidden latch is for the stairwell, so nobody else can notice that. So yeah, do you guys want to go back to your house, or do you want to do anything before you get there?
Go back and rest, I think.
Yeah, I have 0 spell now.
You're welcome. Perfect. Well, along your walk, you don't really see anything else other than the odd person who was, didn't want to leave their house and go when the temple, when the city got evacuated. You guys would remember that they have been evacuated, on the map it's to the northeast, up through here, to the they have their own little mine and cave system in the mountains that are all around you. Looks like the town has been evacuated there, but there is the odd person who wanted to stay home and not leave. There are still, by now, because it is fairly early and getting bright, there's a few people trying to put out little merchant stalls for whatever wares they have to sell. But it's mostly just temple guards walking around, but there's not a lot of them anymore. The city is quite barricaded almost everywhere you go. Most of them are going to be burned, but as you get more and more towards your area, it's not as bad. It's been more the entire area near the Vox Temple, the Theater, Ceres Temple, and the Twin Suns that got hit. And as you...
So basically... the west side of the city.
Yeah, that's the majority where everything got hit. And the front docks a little bit, but the majority is the west side of the city. As you guys look, maybe some of the buildings that were on fire might have been the same illusion you've seen of the firewall and the fires that you did see. Maybe when Mento finally went down, they all went down. He might be a little bit more powerful than you guys realize. He did almost kill a few of you with one spell.
Yeah.
When you said he threw a dagger, I did not think you mean
60-10 worth of damage on everybody? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. From one level 5 spell. Yeah, I love that spell. So, by the time you guys get back to your lovely house, whatever you want to call it, tower, turtle on it, you'll come up with a
Turtle tower.
You'll come up with a name for it eventually. Where's that map? Right here.
The Turtle Club.
Yeah. I can get
Turtle.
all the other people that you had tied up here and knocked out are gone. You do have Zatanna and Sargon. Mento's here. I don't think I have his token though. Dead Man is just kind of hovering around. Most of them are just all sitting around waiting for you guys to come back. Looks like they have some tea going. And as you guys get through the door, you all hear a voice in your head going, "Oh, hi guys. Looks like you survived and the city's doing good. I think it's a good time for me to get, out of here before everybody gets back, because it's going to do a little bit of damage, I think, when I finally emerge. Endelin and I have been here before the city was built, and it's kind of been built over top of me. This might be a problem. And I think we will end there. Because I can, and it's 8 o'clock.